Athena's Business Training. Module 15, Customer Care for the Freedom Plan.
Welcome back. In this module, we will address customer care because when you own a business, a happy customer should always be your main focus.
As a sex educator and direct seller, you will find immense satisfaction. You will change lives for the better, and that feels so good. As you build your business, make the majority of your decisions around being of service to your hostesses and clients.
The most vital asset to your business is your customer. Without them, you have no business at all. Satisfy your customers, and they will not only help you grow by continuing to do business with you, they will also recommend you to friends and people in their circle of influence.
It is safe to say that most of your customers will be happy with the service that you provide. They will leave your parties laughing and with new knowledge that will benefit them for the rest of their lives. They will use the products that they purchased from you and fall in love with them.
Naturally, however, there will be some customers who are challenging to you. Both happy and challenging customers will teach you something valuable.
Treasure each interaction with your customers and view positives and negatives as a way to grow as a business owner. When you take this approach, you will gain confidence and wisdom through every experience.
We want you to know that Athena's has a dedicated customer care representative. You can contact her whenever you have customer care questions or concerns. Know that you have someone in your corner to guide you through just about every possible situation.
And we've seen it all in our many years in business.
Here are some important things to remember as you build your business.
Caring for your customers starts the second you make contact. Our relationships can begin before a party, during a party, or after a party.
Providing good customer care with your hostesses begins the moment you agree to a party date. You want to be their goddess or Adonis for life, and that starts with making hostess coaching for a successful party your priority.
You can keep your hostesses happy by establishing expectations immediately. This eliminates frustration for both of you. Asking good questions of your hostess also shows her that you care and want to not only meet, but exceed her expectations. So, would she like you to play a game during the party? Is the party being held to celebrate a special occasion? Will the party guests include single ladies, married women, same-sex couples? These are all really good questions to ask so that you can tailor their party to their desires.
I know we discussed this in a previous module, but we need to revisit it once again to make sure you never get caught in an uncomfortable or illegal situation. It is absolutely vital that your hostess fully understands that no one under the age of 18 years old is allowed to be present in the home during an Athena's party. This includes infants sleeping in the next room, toddlers with the babysitter in an upstairs bedroom, and teenagers in their rooms with their headphones on.
Explaining this to your hostess prior to the party is so important. If she knows how important it is, she can convey this message to all of her guests.
If your hostess becomes concerned about getting minors out of the house during the hostess coaching process, you could suggest that one of her friends be the designated babysitter at a different location. You can even offer the designated babysitter a special discount just for helping out.
While it is rare, there have been occasions where a person arrives with a baby in their arms.
Handling it in a firm but friendly manner is the way to do it. Start with your hostess. Discreetly ask to speak to her privately in the ordering room. Mention that it is against the law to conduct an adult toy party where there is a minor present, and that includes infants. You can ask her to ask her friend to leave the party with the understanding that you don't want anyone to get in trouble.
If the guest refuses to leave or becomes angry, you can simply state that you are not going to break the law. Pack up your demo and leave while continuing to be pleasant. You can offer the hostess the opportunity to rebook at a later date.
As much as you want to show your clients a good time, you have to stand in integrity when it comes to your business. There is a copy of the law in the resources section of your back office. It's a good idea to include a copy in your hostess packet and keep a copy of the law with you at your parties, just in case anyone ever questions you.
Remaining professional when you are in the presence of your customers is also very important in order for you to maintain good relationships. So during your parties, look your best and conduct yourself like you would at any job.
At your parties, you may have a guest who has had an unpleasant experience with a toy, lotion, other goddess or Adonis, or even with another toy company. Always remain calm. Listen with genuine care and concern, and promise to help find a resolution if you can.
If someone at the party complains about an item during your presentation, you can say, "I'm so sorry to hear that. Can we discuss ways for me to make this situation better when we're together in the ordering room? I really want to give you my full attention." So if the issue is with a defective product or a bad experience with another goddess, you can always recommend that the customer call Athena's customer care liaison and provide the number to them. And the number is 401-248-4721.
Be sure not to bash others or gossip with your customers.
If the person had a bad experience at a party that wasn't yours, you can assure them that you will take good care of them as their goddess or Adonis.
Just as you set expectations with your hostesses about their party, it's a good idea to make sure your customers are aware of how and when they can expect their products.
You will not be carrying stock as you chose the Freedom Business Plan. So you must be sure to instruct the guests that their products will ship directly to the hostess. Their orders will be separated and in sealed boxes to ensure confidentiality. The hostess will be responsible for handing out the orders when the box arrives.
If there are people who don't know the hostess, they can pay an additional fee to have their order shipped directly to their address.
Never promise that orders will be delivered to the hostess's home sooner than the 14 business days. This is our company policy.
Always close your party within 5 days of the party date. Do not leave it open any longer than that. If there is an issue that prevents you from entering your party within the 5 business days, please contact customer care immediately. Late party submissions result in a late party processing fee. Many customer complaints can also be avoided by simply communicating clearly and sharing accurate information.
While conducting your presentation, make sure to stress that batteries should be removed when the toy is not in use. Educating your guests on proper care, use, and storage of their products will help them have the best possible experience.
In the ordering room, give every customer who walks through the door your full attention. Leave your cell phone in your bag and remain completely engaged. Listening to your customers' needs will help you create an open and safe environment to ask their sensitive questions. Offering a follow-up customer care call in a few weeks will impress them.
Reiterating ways to care for their items once again while you have them alone reinforces the message that caring for their products properly will protect their investment.
So what do you do when a client contacts you and is unhappy with a product or purchase?
It's rare that it happens, but we want you to be fully prepared.
The number one complaint that clients have is unreturned phone calls. You are required by your contract to return all calls or emails within 2 business days or 48 hours. Fixing whatever the situation is should become a priority. Don't fear the situation. You are their Athena's goddess or Adonis, and you have the power to diffuse most situations.
The most important thing that you can do is get back to them in a timely fashion, and when you do, listen to what they are saying. And after listening, if you don't know how to handle the situation, that's perfectly okay. Let the customer know that you will find out the correct answers and get back to them as soon as possible.
Most answers can be found in your training manual. If you can't find the answer you need, contact your team leader.
And of course, there's the customer care liaison who is available to you Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can call 401-248-4721 or email customerservice@athenashn.com. The customer care liaison can give you ideas to resolve the issue. She can also contact the customer on your behalf or otherwise assist you with keeping your customers happy.
If something goes wrong at a party, it's a good idea to alert customer care as soon as possible.
Here's what happens when Athena's receives a customer complaint. The customer care liaison will gather information from the customer. She will then contact the goddess or Adonis who is involved. Per the contract, Goddesses and Adoni have 48 hours to respond to any phone messages or emails from the customer care liaison or anyone from the home office. We want to hear both sides of every story. If the customer care liaison does not hear back from you within 48 hours, Athena's has no choice but to take care of the customer.
If a goddess or Adonis fails to return calls from customer care, they are billed for any product, apology gifts, or gift certificates that will be sent out to the customer.
In rare and extreme circumstances that involved contract violations, a formal written complaint is placed in the goddess or Adonis's permanent file and mailed to them as well.
To prevent this, let's talk about how to handle some of the main concerns that customers will bring to you.
Let your clients know that all sales are final. While this is indicated on the bottom of the order form, you should remind your customers of this during your opening and your closing. Remind them that if they do have any concerns or issues with their purchases, they can contact you so that you can assist them.
While it is extremely rare, a party guest may call to cancel all or part of their order after the party. If this happens, we want you to be prepared. Technically, all sales are final. This is printed on the official Athena's invoices, and if you decide to make your own sales invoices, be sure to protect yourself by putting this on yours. Mention that all sales are final during your party and in the ordering room too. However, there is a 3-day rescind law that states that customers have the right to cancel an order up to 3 days from the date of purchase, which is the party date. This law is for products that they have not received. Due to the intimate nature of our products, once the customer has taken possession of the product, the sale is final. However, if they order something at a party and then call you within 3 days to cancel, you have no choice but to refund their purchase. When there is an order cancellation, it affects your hostess credits. Calmly and professionally, contact the hostess to let her know that one of her party guests changed or canceled their order, which has affected her hostess credits. Do not get into who or why. Just give her the option to put in the cash portion to cover her lost credits or adjust her order accordingly.
You may also receive calls about broken items. Athena's carries the highest quality toys in the industry and offers a 30-day warranty in the event of a manufacturer defect. If a customer contacts you regarding a product concern, here's what you should do. Have them check the following. Are the batteries inserted correctly? Are they using the correct number and size of batteries? Were the product or the batteries charged fully? Is the cap screwed on tightly? Are they holding the power button down long enough? In some cases, some of our products require the user to hold down the button for 3 to 5 seconds in order to turn it on or off. If none of your troubleshooting techniques solve the issue, and as long as the item is being returned within 30 days of the sale, you can proceed to our defective product return policy and procedure. Please start by contacting the customer service liaison. Her email is customerservice@athenashn.com, or you can call and speak to her directly at 401-248-4721 to obtain a return authorization number. You can then instruct your client to place the clean product in a plastic bag. They should include all attachments and cords. Please have them include a note with their full name, mailing address, phone number, and a sentence or two letting us know exactly what is wrong with the product. They should be as specific as possible. The return authorization number must also be referenced in their note to allow for proper processing. Returns that come back to us without an authorization number may be delayed or even refused. Instruct your client to mail the package to Athena's Home Novelties, Attention, Returns Department, 640 Winter Street, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, 02895. You will find detailed instructions for this defective product return procedure in your training manual.
Athena's will send them the replacement product and a small gift to cover the cost of shipping. We do not reimburse customers for shipping costs.
If your client is really upset about having to ship the item to us at their cost, you can offer to pick it up and take care of this return for them.
When a client has a concern about a body product, please contact the customer care liaison. Defective or damaged body product exchanges are handled on a case-by-case basis. Remind your client that all sales are final. If your client has an allergic reaction to a body product, please ask them to stop using the product. The client can either throw it away or give the unused portion to a friend. Apologize for any inconvenience and get in touch with the customer care liaison. Email the client's full name, mailing address, phone number, and the SKU number of the item they purchased. The customer care liaison will contact your client.
If a client is unhappy with the fragrance or flavor that they purchased, or if a client reaches out to you about a purchase that they made more than 30 days ago, you cannot offer them a refund or product exchange, but you can still wow them with your customer service.
You can offer your client a discount on the same product or another item of their choosing, or whatever you are comfortable with on your own. Take into consideration how much they spent and if anyone else from that party booked a party with you and how upset they are.
You can always do more for your customers even when the corporate policy doesn't apply.
A few final thoughts about customer care. Make customers feel important and appreciated whether they are completely satisfied or disappointed.
Always use their name and speak with them sincerely. People value sincerity. It creates good feelings and trust. Customers are very sensitive and know whether or not you really care about them.
Thank them every time you get the chance.
Look for ways to help your customers. When they have a request, as long as it's reasonable, tell them that you can do it. Make doing business with you easy.
Always do what you say you are going to do.
Never make up excuses or be dishonest in any way regarding why something may have happened. Avoid blaming others, the warehouse, and unforeseen circumstances in your personal life if there is an error.
And finally, know how to apologize. When something goes wrong, apologize. It's easy and customers like it. The customers may not always be right, but the customer must always win.
Deal with problems immediately and let customers know what you have done. Make it simple for customers to complain and value their complaints. As much as you may dislike it, it gives you a valuable opportunity to improve.
Even if customers are having a bad day, go out of your way to make them feel appreciated.
So your homework for this module is to head to your training manual and read the chapter on customer care.
Becoming familiar with the policies and procedures will make your Athena's life more enjoyable. If you follow these guidelines for customer care, you will certainly be their goddess or Adonis for life.
It's time to take the test for this module and move on once again. Good luck, and we'll see you in the next module.